Hello, my name is Ziggy and this is Kaylee, and today we're here with Mr. Schipper. Mr. Schipper, how's your day today?
It's going to get better real quick. A little new for me, but better.
Alright, let's jump right into our questions.
You taught us lots about birds on our bird watching trip. How did you get into bird watching?
That was kind of an odd thing. When I was little kid, I had a little bird book and I looked a little bit. I had marked a few things down, but I put it down and never did it again until I was 40. And that's when I met my wife. And she liked to go in the woods and I did too. So we went out and she was looking at plants. And with plants, sometimes you have to look at the little bitty leaves way at the bottom. So they're called basal leaves, and she's crawling around the ground looking for those. And I wanted to know what the plant was, but I wasn't interested in crawling around the ground looking at those leaves. So I heard this bird up here, and I'm looking around for birds and things. Well, she had a pair of binoculars, and I didn't, so after a while I borrowed her binoculars and started looking at birds when she was looking at plants. But it wasn't until I was 40 before I started. That was a real mistake, but that's what happened.
What do you like most about giving to the organization? Why do you give?
I can remember, back when I was 20 or 25 or something, it's been almost all environmental organizations. That's what I'm really interested in and know something about. I would give, but $5. I didn't have anything. But I like the idea of supporting nonprofit, not companies that are making profits on it, but organizations that are nonprofit. So that just kind of stuck with me, and I still do that. But now we're very fortunate to have our investments did well, so we have more money than we need. Well, I learned from Sonia when you guys showed up for that bird thing. That's when I heard about Merze Tate. That is good, I thought. This is really good. So that's when I started with Merze Tate and continuing.
You are a big funder for our national park trips. How do you connect to the explorers?
Yeah, well, the national parks fit in with the environmental. Let's see, I saw that on your website when after the bird, what do we call that event? Then hey, that's good. That's when I started giving to Merze Tate when I saw that. It's an environmental thing. I like people to get out, and even to the nature center, just getting out. And I want to throw out a story. I don't think it was one of you, might have been, but one of the girls, I was walking back. We did some trails, and we're walking along the trail, and she's just walking along very matter-of-factly. It's the way she delivered. I forgot her name. I'm terrible with names, and I wouldn't recognize it. I'm not good at faces either. That she said, I don't know why everybody doesn't like nature. And yeah, I thought, I wished I'd asked why she thought that. I didn't think of that. But she this is just a statement of fact on her part. She wasn't, a lot of people get all wound up and everything and excited and then it'll kind of taper off. She meant it. I really was impressed with that. And this was an explorer. So I wished I knew who she was, and I would thank her for that again. But I've told a lot of people that story, and will continue to. But,
how many national parks have you been to?
Not very many. My wife and I, most of the places we like to go are where there aren't very many people. And that's a lot of national wildlife refuges and things like that, which a lot of people don't go to in state areas, not state parks so much. We camped a lot. But national parks, Isle Royale, which is one national park in Michigan, Sleeping Bear Dunes, a national lakeshore in Michigan. We've been to both of those. Mammoth Cave, that was one of the first national parks I think I went to, other than when I was a little kid and traveling with my folks and I didn't know it. Anything. In that time we went to Yellowstone, and I think Zion National Park and Bryce Canyon out in Utah, the rock ones, which I was a kid then. I wasn't interested in that. So not a lot of them, but they are natural areas, and that's anybody wants to go to a natural area, that's good to me.
Okay, what jobs have you had in the past that helped you get to where you are today?
Oh, none. I was a plasterer. You plaster houses and things like that. I was a contractor after a while. Worked for myself, just for myself. I didn't hire anybody. I just worked for myself. But had nothing to do with anything else about any environmental thing or anything like that. It just that all came mostly after I retired. Then I could do what I wanted to do. I could retire early again because we had more money than we needed. See, my wife and I never had kids, so kids are cool. I like kids and I do a lot of things with kids, but they're expensive. So anyway, that allowed us to save more money. So now we spend money like on kids, and we do. I'm with the Audubon Society of Kalamazoo, and we support a lot of things. And one of the things I do with that is visit classrooms, mostly first, second, third, fourth grade, sometimes a little older, with a box of birds. You saw the box of birds there. There's two girls that showed you the birds. See. So I take that into classrooms, and I do a whole bunch of those, and I've done that for 25 years. It's fun. I enjoy kids. I just enjoy kids. And you're getting to the age where you don't like to think of yourself as a kid, but to me, a kid is anybody that's 40 years younger than I am, and you qualify. So I don't mean it derogatory. It's just it's when you get old, you look at things differently, and so anybody that's 40 years younger, they're a kid.
Okay, so how did you become a philanthropist?
Well, in a way, I never thought of myself like that. I'm just a guy. In a way, to me, I'm an old white guy, and you're young black girls. I mean, we're about as far apart as we can get, physically and stuff, but mentally, we're both on the same track. I mean, you want to do this, and I like what you're doing. Merze Tate's whole idea of the organization of getting you to do things and go places, really good. So this is what it is. Because other things I do mostly is environmental organizations, and I like to support environmental organizations because there's a lot of birds need protection and all kinds of things need that. So this is a good place to put some extra money.
So once again, why do you donate to the Merze Tate Explorers?
Because you're girls and you're kids. I like this. Sonia's offering a lot of opportunities, and not many people have opportunities like that. I mean, this is really good. And I mean, not everybody can afford to go to national parks and stuff. You travel all the way across the nation or something. It's expensive. I can't take you there, but I can give you money to do that. And that seems to be a real good thing.
Thank you so much for joining us today. This has been the Merze Tate Explorers with Mr. Schipper. See you next time.